Hey everyone. So let's talk about one of the core challenges in programming. How do you get your code to make smart, layered decisions? I mean, checking one thing is easy, but how do you build logic that can handle the kind of complex choices you see in the real world? Well, today we're going to build a toolkit to do exactly that.
So this is the big question, right? Simple checks? No problem. But what happens when one decision depends on another, which then depends on a third? That's where things really get interesting. So let's start building out our toolkit.
All right, first up, level 1. We're going to tackle those classic, if this happens, then what about that scenarios. Our very first tool is all about putting one decision right inside of another. And that tool is the nested if statement. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like, right? An if check that's tucked inside another if check. The most important thing to get here is that the inner decision only gets looked at if the outer one is true. It creates this really strict logical sequence. Okay, let's take a look at this classic can you drive check. See the structure here? That outer if age greater than 18? Think of that as the first gatekeeper. If that condition isn't met, our program doesn't even bother to look at the code indented inside of it. But if it is met, then we get to the inner check, if has license. This creates a dependency. The license check only happens because the age check passed first. This structure is perfect for modeling a real-world process where you have to do one thing before you can even think about the next.
So yeah, think of it like a gatekeeper system. You absolutely have to pass the age check at gate 1 before they'll even let you proceed to gate 2 to check for a license. This kind of step-by-step sequential filtering is the real strength of a nested if.
Nested ifs are super useful, but let's be honest, they can get a little clunky. And what if you need to check two conditions at the exact same time, not in a sequence? For that, we're going to need to level up our toolkit. So we bring in the logical operators. These are these awesome little keywords, we're talking and, or, and not, that let us bundle a bunch of different questions into one single efficient if statement. We're not doing a sequence anymore, we're doing a simultaneous check.
And here's your cheat sheet. With and, everything on your list must be true. Think of it as a super strict checklist. With or, it's way more relaxed. You just need one thing to be true to get a pass. And then you've got not, which is basically the rebel of the group. It just flips the result. If something's true, not makes it false, and vice versa.
Just look how clean this is. I mean, we could have used a nested if here, you know? If x is greater than 10, then check if x is less than 20. But the AND operator lets us just combine both of those checks into one line. It asks one simple question. Is x greater than 10 true? And also, is x less than 20 true? It's a single simultaneous check that makes the code way more direct, much easier to read, and a lot more efficient, especially for this kind of range validation.
Okay, so we've handled sequential checks and combined checks. But what about when you have one variable that could be one of, many different values? For that, we've got the Pro Move, a really modern and incredibly clean tool. And that is the match case statement. Now, this is a newer edition. It came in with Python 3.10, and it's designed to solve this exact problem. You give it a variable, and it tries to match that variable's value against a list of possible cases. Then it just executes the code for the very first one that fits. Simple as that.
Honestly, this is just beautiful. Look at this structure. We start with match status, which basically tells Python, hey, this is the variable we're looking at. Then it just goes down the list. Does it match case active? If it does, it runs that code and the whole thing is done. If not, it moves on to case inactive. And that final case underscore, that's your catch-all. It's a safety net that handles any value that didn't match the other patterns. It's so intuitive.
And right here, this is the aha moment. On the left, you've got the old way, a long, clunky chain of if, elif, else. I mean, it works, but it's really repetitive. Now look at the match case version on the right. It's cleaner, it states its purpose way more clearly, and it's just plain easier to read. This is a huge upgrade for code clarity.
So we have our three tools: nested ifs for sequence, logical operators for combination, and match case for handling multiple options. But the real sign of mastery is knowing how to weave them all together to solve a really complex problem.
So let's imagine a real-world situation. We need to validate if a user can access some feature. And this depends on their role, like if they're an admin or a guest, and also their current account status. Now this is where it gets interesting.
This is how a pro would build it. First, you'd use match case to handle the big picture category. What's the user's role? It's the perfect tool for that. Then, inside a specific roles case, you might use a nested if for a secondary step-by-step check, like age verification. And then within that if statement, you'd use your logical operators, like and not, to check multiple status flags all at once, like making sure the account is active and not banned. You see, every tool has its perfect job.
So we've just built a really powerful toolkit for creating intelligent decision-making code. And this isn't just about theory, it's all about application.
You know, the legendary computer scientist Edsger Dijkstra once said, "The art of programming is organizing complexity." And that is exactly what these tools let us do. There are instruments for taking a messy, complicated set of rules and organizing them into clean, logical, and powerful code.
So the final question is really for you. Now that you've got these tools for sequence, for combination, and for pattern matching, what kind of complex decisions are you going to empower your code to make?